Hi everyone, this is Luna from Aspie Gamer Girl, and today we're gonna play and review Beyond the Sun, a game brought by Rio Grande Games, one of my favorite publishers, so I am really excited about this game and about this video. I'm gonna show you how the game plays, and at the end of the video I will share with you my final thoughts on the game. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel for similar content. Okay, let's see how the game plays. Beyond the Sun is a game for 2 to 4 players in which each player explores new technologies in order to grow their production, to colonize systems, and accomplish achievements to obtain victory points. At the end of the game, the player with the most points wins the game. In the middle of the table, place the technology board, separate the technology cards according to their levels. Shuffle the cards and place the level 1 cards randomly facing up. The rest of the decks are placed facing down. Including the light border cards, place the event cards randomly in the respective level. Place the exploration board according to the number of players. Place the system cards in 2 different decks, A and B. From A, choose random the start card and place them face up on the board. Shuffle the rest of the cards on the deck. Fill the B space with the cards from each deck. Place both decks next to the board. Put both light bordered achievement cards face up and a B achievement as well. Set the ore next to the board and put the guild cards over their corresponding space. Choose the starting player. Each player selects a mat and all components of the same color. Put the player pawn on the board. Place the disc on the population and ore production on their board and set the remaining disc aside. Fill the supply columns, place 2 remaining cubes as population on the player mat and 1 spaceship level 1 on the sun. The first 2 players receive 1 ore. Each player reads and resolves their faction ability and plays a reference card. Each turn plays in 3 phases: action, production, and achievements. Action phase. The player moves their pawn to a free action space and perform its action. The player must have explored the technology in order to perform its action. The explored technologies are tracked by the population cubes. When exploring a new technology, the player performs the immediate action. The other actions show the cost and effect. Some actions don't cost. Automation increases the population growth and ore production. Place the disc on the automation track from left to right. There are 4 spaceship levels. When building a new spaceship, place it on the sun or any shipyard system that you control. If the player builds more than 1 ship, they can place it on different locations. The jump actions are followed by 3 steps. The player can move 1 or more spaceships the number of available jumps. A connection between 2 locations counts as a jump. System control. The locations with the production symbols can be controlled. The faction with the most powerful fleet controls the system and uses their benefits. There are benefits that are gained by controlling the system, and others that happen when colonizing it. To colonize a system, the player needs to follow 6 steps. Determine eligibility. The player must control the system and have the military power required. Settler require power by moving the number of spaceships to the faction mat as supply. Exile other spaceship to the deep space. Take the system card and replace it with one of their respective deck and read its benefit. If there is an extra production space, place the disc on it. Production phase. During this phase, the player decides one of these options: population growth, or production, or trade resources. When growing the population, the player converts 1 supply cube from each uncovered column. When producing ore, the player takes 1 ore per uncovered symbol. When trading, the player chooses if they want to trade 3 ore for a population, 1 ore to transform a spaceship to a population, or exchange a population for an ore. Achievement phase. If at the end of their turn the player fulfills any achievement, they place a disc on it. The end of the game is triggered when the 3rd achievement disc is placed. Achievements can be fulfilled during the last round. Players add the victory points as shown on the reference card. The player with the most points wins the game. So this is how the game plays. I love it. is the best game I have played this year. It enters into my top 5 of favorite games. Seriously, the mechanics of Rio Grande Games never disappoint me, and this is not the exception. The games don't play the same. No matter if you are playing with the same number of players or with the same mats, the games don't play the same at all, which is fantastic. There are 2 things that I want to highlight that I really like about this game. First is that they have changed and modified the setup in order to make it a great game no matter how many players you have. And the second thing that I want to highlight on this game is that they have difficulty levels. And yeah, of course, it's not the first game that has difficulty levels. But this one is not like you all play basic mode or advanced mode, but everyone has to play the same mode. You can do it that way, but you can also mix it. So if you have a lot of experience on the game or in board games in general, and you're gonna play with a person that is not familiar with the game or with the mechanics, they can play as basic while you play as advanced, making it really balanced for the players. So I found those 2 things amazing, and I wish more games thought about these possibilities, because then if you are new to the board game community or if you are new to this game, it's going to give you a chance to win, or at least to have a balanced outcome at the end of the game. And yeah, basically this is what I have to say about the game. The game definitely enters to my top 5 favorite games. It's the best game I have played this year. I haven't stopped playing it, and I hope that you enjoyed as much as I had. And if you have any comments or questions about this video or the game, please let me know down below.